Welcome to Powercoat Music. In this video, we're going to talk about music publishing and how money is made. And you might ask yourself, well, why would I, want to watch this? Well, if you are a songwriter or a composer and you're going to watch any music videos today, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one you want to watch. And you might ask yourself, why? Because it has to do with how you get paid for your compositions. And few things are more important today than taking care of the bank. So grab your coffee or your tea and sit back and relax, and let's go on this trip. You will not regret it. So let's get on with it. Now, music publishing consists of exploiting the compositional aspect of a song's copyright. The composition of a song, of course, consists of the lyrics and the melody. And of course, it's written by one or more people. Music publishing, however, this is important. Music publishing only relates to the creation or composition of a song or asset. Okay, that's music publishing. Now, through a publishing contract, a songwriter or composer assigns the copyright of their composition to a publishing company. As a result, the company licenses those compositions. They also help monitor where those songs are used, and they also collect royalties. And then they pay them to the copyright owners or the composers. Most songwriters, who hope to make a living or supplement their income from their music, often ignore the music side of business. Now, a major disconnect is also that many composers and a lot of professional composers, even some of them, don't associate music with business. Not only that, but they generally don't understand how business works altogether. When the business side of music is ignored, a songwriter is left, often leaves this to another entity to either manage or figure out. This is often one of the primary reasons why composers fail to either make a living or supplement their income from their music. It's a byproduct of a lack of the right mindset and or perspective. Huge. So in reality, what we all must understand, if we don't already, is that the music business is a business. It demands hard work as well as patience and commitment, a strong drive and work ethic, good money management skills, professionalism, good business skills, resources and teams, attention to detail, lots of good luck, and much more. It doesn't take a genius to understand that bad financial management and ignoring how money is made in the music industry has produced an endless list of both famous and emerging artists who are either bankrupt or deep in debt. How wealth is actually generated in the music industry is often misunderstood by the masses. It's not all record sales and downloads and performances, and a lot of us know that. But, there's a lot more to it than that. So let's take a look at the major revenue generating engine of the music industry that every composer and songwriter should understand, and that is music publishing. So the name of the game in music publishing is licensing and royalties. Say it with me again. This is important. Burn this into your memory. Licensing and royalties. Now, a royalty is the sum of money paid by one party to another that owns a specific asset. And that is for the right, that money is paid for the right to use that asset on an ongoing basis. Licensing is the agreement or contract that ensures that a song's copyright owners are paid for the use of their music in media, like movies and TV shows. Now, there are many different types of licensing and royalty mechanisms in music publishing. Some of the most common are sample licensing, mechanical royalties, performance royalties, print licensing, and sync licensing. Let's take a look at these common types of revenue engines and what they mean to you. Number one, sample licensing. When someone samples any of the recordings that you own, they must first get your permission before they release any of their copies to production. If you approve the request to sample, the requester will need to enter into an agreement or contract with you. This agreement is the source of your revenue, and that revenue is based on how the payments to you are negotiated within that agreement. The second is mechanical royalties. In short, because this is a wide topic, but in short, this is generated by the reproduction of your music whenever CDs are manufactured, downloads are purchased, or when your songs are streamed on the internet. The royalties are then collected by a third party and paid to the owner of the asset. The third is performance royalties. These are paid by performance rights organizations, or PROs, to songwriters and publishers for the public broadcast of music. These royalties come from blanket fees, or should I say blanket license fees, paid to performance rights organizations by businesses who broadcast music. Now, these businesses include entities like radio stations, TV stations, live venues, restaurants, special events, etc. You get the point. Let's move on to the fourth, which is print licensing. Now, this is the least common form of payment to a copyright owner. This least common form of payment that they're going to receive. This royalty applies to copyrighted music such as printed sheet music that is then in turn distributed. Number 5 is sync licensing. Now, this type of licensing is the placement of your music in other media such as TV shows, film, or advertisements. The whole sync aspect comes from synchronization of your music to video. Types of sync licensing include upfront fees. Now, this is paid by the production company for the placement of your recordings. This is usually a one-time payment, so you want to get the best possible agreement you can get. The second is sync royalties. Whenever a product contains your song, whenever a product that contains your song is run, they generate performance royalties. TV networks, the way that they do it is they will track how many times a specific or that specific production that has your content is run, and they file a cue sheet. And they report that cue sheet to your performance rights organization, who then pays you the royalties. There are other forms of royalties and licensing mechanisms in music publishing. However, the ones that I just mentioned are some of the most common. Every composer and songwriter out there should understand that earning royalties is only the first step in the process. Actually getting paid is the most difficult and important part. This is why having trustworthy and reliable business resources that can help are very, very important. Now, this is because if you don't know where your music is being used and played, it is impossible to know if you are collecting everything that you have earned. Pretty straightforward stuff. It's wise. It's just simply smart and wise to have a publisher collect your royalties and to use a distributor for your music so you know exactly which streaming platforms your songs are on. I use a company called CD Baby to handle this for me, and they do a great job. I'm not a paid spokesperson or anything for that company, but I've used them for more than a decade. I trust them, and so far they've done a great job for me. If you haven't already, it's also very important to join a performance rights organization or PRO, such as ASCAP or BMI. Joining most PROs is free, and their primary job, which is important, is to act as a third party to collect performance royalties on your behalf. I've been with BMI now for decades, and so far so good. In summary, I've decided decades ago to learn as much as I could about the music industry, so that I could avoid the most common mistakes that so many others make and have made in the past. I read many books on this subject and tried my best to apply what I have learned to what I was doing. I hope this video inspires you to learn more about how to make money in this tough and fascinating industry. Well, that's about it. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know what you think about it. Click the subscribe button on your screen and, join our group. We have new videos coming out every 7 to 10 days, and we would love to have you be a part of our team. Also, while you're here at the channel, check out some of the other videos, listen to the music, and let us know what you think about that too. Thanks so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you soon.